Hello everyone, I am the Chocolate and God is the thunder. Because of that, I'll never go under. Bam! I'm making some grits this morning, okay? First and foremost, before we make any grits here, we're gonna wash these grits. Now, the little dark spots that y'all see in the grits, they are not dirt. They are hominy. Okay? Grits are a grain. Hello. So they are what? You're going to see some grainy in them. Okay? So let me go ahead and show y'all how I wash these grits. Okay, first of all, in order for me to wash these grits, I got to use some water, right? Okay, so let's do that. Let's use some water. Okay? And grits are dirty. I'm going to tell y'all right now, why are they dirty? Because they are grain. Okay? They are grain. So with them, just like I wash my rice too. I wash my rice. Yes, I wash these things. Absolutely. Okay? So now, I'm gonna just go ahead. My hands are clean. And just, you see how cloudy that water is? Look at that. Look at that water. You see how cloudy that is? Look. Let me take that. Shit right out. Now, of course, I'm not going to wash my grits the same way I wash my rice. Hello. No, we don't do that. But, get them in some water and wash them grits. Honey, you got to wash them. And, just put your hand through them like that. No big deal. Okay, don't dramatize it now. Let's not, don't be all dramatic. It's not necessary. Okay, look at that. You see that? And you know what? Clean grits taste better anyway. Okay? Clean grits just taste better. They just do. Tell me. All right. So now, and they have like a little strainer that has these little holes in it. I'm doing it my way. I'm gonna do it just like this. It's fine. Okay, I'm not gonna buy a special strainer for grits. No. All right, here we go. They washed them grits. Okay, now I have my water on. My water is boiling. Okay, and once my water has come to a boil, then I will add my grits to the what? Boiling water. This is the rule when it comes to grits, okay? If you want thicker grits, less water. If you want thinner grits, more water. Simple as that. Thick grits, less water. Thinner grits, more water. Boom. That takes care of that. All right, y'all. So while my water is boiling, I might as well go ahead and make my vegetarian sausages. Might as well. Okay. So we just gonna, this is just a matter of dropping them in the pan. Just like that. They're gonna cook. And these are very good. Let me tell y'all something. These are delicious. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This vegetarian stuff can be expensive. It really can. These right here, I think they were on sale. I'm not sure. But I do know that sometimes these items can be expensive. Like when y'all see me buying that vegetarian ground, y'all know how much that costs? When it's not on sale, $9. I said, dang, I'll be darned. Well, knock me down and call me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just let those do what they do, fry up. And I see my water is boiling. Okay. Let's see here. And I'll show y'all all of that. I don't see no sense in showing people like, oh, I'm putting my grits in the pot. I think that's silly. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get to the grits. Okay, with those vegetarian sausages, all y'all gonna do is really pretty much see them frying. Okay. All right, so that's a little close up there. See, they're frying. They're gonna be frying really good. They're gonna come out really nicely. And these taste so good plain. They taste good with syrup on them. They're just really good. They're really good. The texture is not too bad. It's not too bad at all. I'm not gonna say it's just like meat. No, it's not. But it does taste delicious. It's a good meat alternative. I'll tell y'all that much. Okay, so now my grits. All right, so with my grits, what you're seeing here is they are in, of course, the water now. You seeing there's the harmonies going on here. Okay, that's where, don't be alarmed when you see little black stuff in your grits, because that's harmony. That's just how grits are. Grainy grits. Grainy grits. Okay, so I was able to mix it, and I feel that they are a little too thick for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add some more water. Now, I don't eat watery grits. Some people like their grits like that. I don't like no watery grits. Okay. All right, so here we go. Now, the trick to grits is this. Okay. The trick to grits is, no, not putting sugar in. You put sugar in your grits if you don't want to. You know, that's your prerogative. That's your own business. But that ain't my trick. That ain't my secret. Okay? My secret, well, I really don't have a secret, but just putting some good old butter. All right? I put a nice good old thing of butter in my grits. I don't like no butterless grits. Okay, so I put my butter. I already put my salt in my water, so there's no need for me to say, oh, I'm going to add some more salt. No. Okay? I keep it very simple. Okay, of course I season them. All right, so you got to make sure your fire is not too high. And you just got to make sure you're stirring your grits properly. Okay? My fire is not too high. Well, not my fire. I have an electric stove, so. Okay. And see, you feel the texture of the grits through your stirring. Okay? I can feel them. I can tell just as good. Like, ooh, these are going to be some good grits. Ooh, they're going to come out real good. Okay. So now what I can do is I can go ahead and add some more of my clean grits. I can add some more. Okay, they nice and clean, yes. Don't nobody want, dirty grits. Okay, but sometimes people don't have time to, wash them and all of that. That's understandable. Okay, we got a grain up in here. I know these are grains, but I still don't like them in there for the most part. Okay. When you're making grits, you gotta tell people, like, that's grain. It ain't no bug or anything like that, because people be bugging, especially people who don't really know how to cook and stuff like that. They don't know that grits are grainy, and those black things are just, part of the grain. You know what I'm saying? People be bugging. All right? I don't have no bugs in my grits. I don't have no bugs in my food. I don't play that mess. I don't play that dirty mess. Nope. We don't play those games over here. Okay. All right. So I done flipped my vegetarian sausage. Okay. I done flipped them bad boys. All right. And I'll show y'all how those look. But let's stick to the grits for a little bit. All right. Do y'all see what's happening? Woo! Them things are nice looking. Ooh, they are so nice looking. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go ahead and add, because my grits are going to be nice and creamy. Okay, creamy and green. Okay, I'm going to add some of my plant-based sour cream up in here. A little plant-based sour cream ain't gonna hurt nobody. Okay, don't even taste it. All right, a little plant-based sour cream up in here. Okay, that's gonna give it a wonderful creaminess, a wonderful thickness. Okay, wait a minute, and I have my stove on low. All right, so those plant-based sausages, they all done. I could turn those all right, now back to these beautiful grits here. Okay, so nice close-up here. Okay, so that plant-based sour cream, okay, it's melting in there. So nice and beautiful. And look, it just gives the grits this beautiful, wonderful, creaminess. It really does. Okay, and I do have my fire. Well, I have my stove turned down. A lot of people burn their grits because they have their fire or their temperature way too high. And that's how they burn their grits. You got to turn it down. So I have it on like a 3 temperature. And they're nice and soft. Look at that, nice and thick. Because that's how I like them. Not too thick. They're not over thick, but they're thick enough. Hold on, we ain't finished. We ain't finished here. Trust and believe we ain't finished. All right. Okay here. Okay. Okay. All right, so my heat now is just, it's off. So what I like to do now, and some people are different. Some people like to add yellow cheese, and that's fine. You add whatever kind of cheese you feel like it. So I'm gonna throw my cheese up in here right now. So you put your cheese in your grits while your grits are hot. Don't try to put them in there while they're room temperature because that's not gonna be good. Okay, so I'm gonna take the cheese that I like to use, some mozzarella, and I like to break it on up in there. I breaks it on up in there. Okay, break it on up, right on up in there. I know I probably lost some of y'all with mozzarella cheese. Y'all probably like, what? Mozzarella cheese? Oh my God. Where's the yellow cheese? I do different strokes for different folks. Okay. But this works with any kind of cheese, y'all. Any kind of cheese. Okay. You want to use some cheese whiz, use cheese whiz, whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want, whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles your fancy when it comes to your grits. It's your grits and you do what you want. Like I even also add a little bit of vegetable broth. You know, just a little bit, not a lot. You know, helps thin it out, and it, unlike water, it has a flavor. Okay. And one of the most greatest cheeses that you can put in grits is Gouda. That Gouda cheese. Gouda cheese tastes so good in grits. But mozzarella is fine also. But like I said, as y'all can see, I'm breaking them up. All right, all right. Now remember what I told y'all about the cheese whiz? Like how you can put the cheese whiz in your grits? Let me tell you something. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about now. And this is a basic grits recipe, but it's a good recipe. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. It's basic, but baby, it's good. Okay, it's basic, but it's real good. All right. Let's see here. So now, let's come on. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of garlic salt. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of, let's see here. I'm not putting no Badu in my grits. Nope, no thank you. Okay, pepper. Got to have that black pepper. Okay, got to have that black pepper. All right. Then I like to go ahead and, okay, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's see here. I'm going to put a little bit more because I want them to be a little thinner than that. A little bit more vegetable broth. Okay. Because I feel like it and I do what I want to do in my kitchen. Okay, let's see. All right. Well, I thought I did have like some cheese whiz. Okay, but this is fine. Let me tell you something. You plate these right here. I'm gonna put a little bit more butter. Yeah, I don't play that. Let me tell you, you mix these up like this. You see? Look at that. That's grits, baby. That's grits. That's grits for your soul. You hear me? That is grits for your soul. I'll put some more butter up in there. And that's it. And that's all I'm gonna put. That's all I'm gonna add. And I'm gonna You know what works great in these grits too? That squeeze butter. Yup. And then you might hear some people say, oh, that's not real butter. Let me tell you something. It works very great in these grits. Yeah, it do. A little squeeze butter. I mean, them grits are so good. You don't know what to do with yourself. See that? See that? It's gonna have that great buttery flavor. Look at that. Plate that up there with some eggs and some sausages. Wait a minute. Okay, you plate that. Look at that. Nice and buttery grits. They're nice and thick too, not watered down. Okay, to each their own. Some people like watered down grits. I don't. Look at that. But honey, we ain't here to play. I'm not here to play with people. Let's see here. I'm not here to play. But this is how I make my grits, y'all. You know, this is, you can add whatever you want to this. This is a basic, delicious grits recipe. And you know what? You do your grits the way you want. If you want to put sugar in it, put sugar in your grits. Okay? That's your prerogative. You grit the way you want to grit. Okay? Eat your grits how you like. All right. And if you eat sugar in your grits, don't feel ashamed of it. There ain't nothing to be ashamed of, so there you go. And if you don't eat sugar in your grits, so these go great with some wonderful shrimp. Ooh, because they have perfect consistency. Perfect. Perfect. And I'll probably just add a little bit more of that vegetable broth to just loosen them up a little bit. But baby, there we go right there. Good old delicious grits. All right, y'all, here it is. My grits are nice and done. Got that butter in it. Got some eggs. My eggs look like they're struggling, but I tell you what, it's all about the grits anyway. It's all about the grits, baby. It's the grits for me. Look at nice and thick and just delicious looking. My goodness, got enough butter on them. Ooh, I'm going to eat to the promised land. Ooh, I'm going to eat real good today. Yep, already, my children already fed. Daughter's eating right now. Son already ate. Oh, they love when I make grits. Oh, ho, ho. Woo, and I can't even blame them. Got my pepper in there, a little bit of, you know, got my little seasonings that I did. Y'all see the seasonings that I did put in there. But boom, that's it. And they going to be good too.